All right, you guys. Yeah, sorry for the delay. I ended my last class just a little bit late, and anyway, just made it into class. So this hour we are going to be practicing our reading. Okay, our reading and our pronunciation as we read through a short story. I had changed the short story from before because the last one that we read earlier today was really short, and it only went through about half of our students. I didn't realize how few paragraphs it actually had. So the story that we're reading today, I believe it's called the story ends. Okay, or the end of the story, something like that. The link here, and so the story ends. Almost had it. Okay, there you go. So there's the link to the page that we're going to be working on. Okay, if you decide to come into class and hang out in the Google chat, there's the link to the story as well. Now, if you haven't been to my reading classes before, we do read, but the whole intention of it is to practice our pronunciations more than anything. So as you read through a paragraph or so, maybe up to 2 paragraphs, depending, we'll try and key in on some phrases, some words, some vowel sounds, some consonant sounds that are troubling for you. Okay, and we'll work on those sounds together. See if we can get them better over time. All right, and the best way that I've found out how to do that is through reading, because a lot of times when you are speaking, okay, when you're speaking, you don't like to use the words that are hard for you to pronounce. Okay, so reading actually pushes you into that next level. Right here, let's see who we have so far. Muhammad Ali, how are you?
Hello.
Hi there, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm new here, so
Excellent.
It seems strange.
What seems strange?
Don't. That's the matter.
Okay. All right. Well, welcome to class. It's good to have you here. I hope you don't feel strange throughout the whole class. But yes, this is going to be a reading and speaking class. Okay. Let's see who else we have in class. David, how you doing?
Nothing bad. Trying that the connection won't go.
You said that your connection is slow?
It's very low, but I can manage.
Okay, very cool. Well, welcome back to class. Good to have you here, David.
Thank you.
All right. How about Halwani? How you doing? Welcome back.
Thank you. How are you?
I'm doing good. This is my last hour for this break, or for this block. Then I've got then it's time to eat dinner, hang out with the family a little bit. Yeah, so I'm excited for that. What's that?
How easy your weekend?
My weekend was really easy, man. Really easy, and I liked it that way. A lot of times I do a lot of different things, and I teach a lot, and then there's some times where I just don't want to do anything, right? I just want to stay home, right? And anyway, so that's what we were able to do, and it was really great. So I was excited for that. But anyway, thank you for asking. Very kind of you. Very cool, man. Let's see who else we have in class. Now, Hansen, I believe, right? Hansen? Is that how I pronounce your name? Okay. I remember you from last class, and I pronounced your name incorrectly before, and I don't want to do that again.
Okay, it's okay.
How are you? How are things going today?
Do fine, as I'm in your class.
Great. Well, I'm happy to have you here.
Yeah, me too. Thank you.
Good. How was your weekend? Do you have your weekend on Thursday, Friday, or Friday, Saturday?
Yes, Friday, Saturday. You guessed well.
Okay. And what did you do? Did you do anything interesting?
No, not just relaxing.
There you
Because all the
go.
week I'm working, you know.
Exactly. So it's good to just kind of relax a little bit, hang out. Very good. Well, welcome back to class. Good to have you here.
Thank you.
All right, and Isabel from France, how are you? Uh-oh. Isabel, check your mic. Make sure that you're not muted. Let's go to Juan.
Hi.
Hey, Juan, how you doing?
Doing great, you?
I'm doing good. Juan, have you been in my class before?
No, this is the very first time.
Very first time. Very
Yes.
cool. Where are you from, Juan?
I'm from the beautiful Colombia.
Beautiful Colombia. What part of Colombia?
What part? Meta department.
Okay, what city? What city do you live in?
It is like the state in, I don't know how to say that. The state of United States is a department here.
Sure.
Okay, and I live in the Meta department. I live in a small town near the, I don't know how to say, the capital. The capital of the department is Villavicencio, and I live in Restrepo. It is a small town near.
Very cool.
Near Bogota.
There you go. Nice and easy. You explained it very well. Cool, man. Well, welcome to class. Good to have you here.
Thank you.
All right. How about Man? How you doing, Man? Man, can you hear me okay? Make sure that your microphone is not muted. Let me check with Isabel one more time. Isabel, can you hear me? Oh, okay, gotcha. I see that. How about now is your name Marina?
Hi.
Hi, Marina. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Excellent. And I believe this is your first time here in my class. Where are you from?
Yes, I'm from Mexico.
From Mexico. Awesome. And what do you do?
I'm a student.
Great. What do you study?
I don't know what to say.
Okay, say it in Spanish, and I'll help you out.
Lenguas modernas.
What is it?
Languages.
Modern languages.
Modern
There we go.
language.
Okay, very cool. And what kind of languages besides English are you trying to learn?
I'm studying modern language in Spanish.
Okay, sounds good. Well, welcome to class. Good to have you here.
I don't understand.
Welcome to class. It's good to have you here. So it's just saying hi and welcome. Okay. And how about Rishi? How are you?
Hi, sir. I'm good. You say?
Yeah, awesome. Rishi, where are you from?
Sir, I'm from India, Uttar Pradesh. What about you, sir?
I'm from the United States, but I live in Costa Rica.
Okay, great, sir. Well, I'm preparing for SAT examination.
Super, that's awesome. And so you're in high school right now, then?
Yeah. No, I just passed out high school.
Okay, so you just graduated, but you're going to be taking your ACTs, right?
No, sir. This exam, this December, I'm going to appear for SAT 2013. I'm in 11th standard right now.
Okay. Well, sounds good. It's good to have you here in class.
Yeah, me too, sir. To be with you, sir, as a teacher.
Awesome. Very good. Let's see. Let's go back to Isabel. Did you get your microphone working? Maybe? All right. Keep working on it. How about Man? Man, did you get your microphone working?
Man, I think that he should be right back because
Okay.
he's in the private.
Okay. All right, I'll check on him in just a little bit. Let's go ahead and get started. Let's see here. Okay, so the story that we're going to be reading, I'll put that in the chat box one more time. Okay, go ahead and open that up. When you do, this is what you'll see. Okay, and we started reading this a little bit earlier today, but we're going to go ahead and start it right back over because we have a lot of new students. And we're starting on the left-hand side this hour with David. David, let me have you read the first 2 paragraphs, please.
Okay. I knew very little about Miss Olivia Lawrence when I met her back in that very last summer of the 19th century. Although having now met her, I cannot say that I know anything more of her that I did before, but I can say that I know her better.
Okay, just so right there, David. Okay, now on this next paragraph, we had been working on your R sounds, right?
Okay, they are.
So yeah, that R. So here at the end, you were saying before, her, and better. Okay, so we want to get a good R sound, a good English R. So let's focus on our R as you read through this next paragraph. Okay, go for it.
Okay, I had been commissioned, right? Commissioned to paint her a portrait by her mother, and as I had only recently completed my studies in the arts, I was certainly eager to accept paid work. Her mother, Miss Meredith Lawrence, had seen my student work and had evidently seen that my work was at a satisfactory standard that I should be fit for the task. I had at the time taken his tone on my credit until I began to speak unflatteringly that it was not, perhaps, my talents that had been sought after, but rather my poor sense of self-worth. If I were able to negotiate the commission again now, I would have certainly doubled my fee without fear of losing the job.
Okay, all right, nice job. So as you went through here, okay, were sounded awesome. Poor was really good. Perhaps, after, okay. Credit, that was really good. As you went through there, you said credit, okay. Work sounded great. Both times you had that here. Mother, okay. Let's see. Eager, okay, certainly was a little tricky for you, and I think it's because of that that RT together. So let's try and put that one together, okay? We're gonna say certainly. Okay, let's go ahead and split that up. Okay, so we're going to split it in 2. We're going to say certainly. Try that. Certainly.
Certainly.
Okay, give me a good We're going to say certainly.
Certainly.
Okay, push your tongue down. Okay, because right now you're saying ser, and you're rolling that R. So you want to push your tongue down. Okay, so it kind of rests between your teeth and it arches up. Okay, so we're going to say certainly.
Certainly.
Okay, getting closer. One more time. Certainly. Okay, hold that
Certainly.
R. Okay, better. Okay, let's try the word portrait. Okay, so let me look for it real quick. All right, right here. Okay, this is another TR, but we have a RTR. Okay, so this is portrait. Portrait.
Fortly.
Right here, portrait.
portrait.
Okay, so the trick with the T and the R here is that you want to make more of a CH sound. Portrait. Portrait. Portrait.
Portrait. Oh,
Ch. Portrait. Portrait. Okay, so sort of like this. I typed it in the chat box. Hopefully it appears someday.
Excuse me, Chad Hansen.
Okay, all right. So it's portrait. Portrait.
portrait.
Okay? Portrait.
Portrait.
Okay, so getting better with that T and the R. So that TR that follows, it's more of a CH sound than it's a T sound. Okay, so we say a chur. Okay, so yeah, keep working on your R. You're getting much better with the R's at the end of words and in the middle. Okay, it's that TR. The TR sound is always a pain. Always a pain. But good job. Nice work. Nice work. Yes, Rishi, did you have a question?
Yeah, sir, can you please tell me, if you don't mind?
Sure.
Sir, can you please tell me the meaning of redundant?
Redundant?
Yes, sir. If you don't mind, sir.
Sure. Let's take a look. Was that a word here that was used? I don't remember it being read. If you have something that is redundant, okay, it's something that's said over and over again. Okay.
It means superfluous.
Yeah, that would be one way of using that word as well. So superfluous is something that is done too many times. Okay. Redundant is the same. Okay, but you can have redundancies when you talk about computer programming. So something that is repeated. Okay, so redundant. Okay.
Thank you very much, sir.
Sure, no problem. Let's go to Halwani, my next reader. Let me have you read this big paragraph here, please.
Okay. Nevertheless, I have taken the offer, and to this day I am glad that I did. The day I was to meet and paint Miss Lawrence, I rode my bicycle out from the small fishing village, in which I was staying for the few days I had allowed to paint this portrait. I was at the height of summer, so the journey from the village in out to Miss Lawrence's cottage was very much an unpleasant one. The entire journey was long and awful and awful. The sea air seemed to speak to my behalf as stormy grey clouds rolled in over the ocean, replacing their lighter grey counterparts as they did so. What I wouldn't give for a seat on the back of a high car. I remember thinking to myself, but alas, I was left to make the journey myself. I had all manner of things strapped to my back or my bicycle. A thick canvas bag containing a box of paints and brushes hung lazily from my bicycle crossframe and only served to make my load more unbearable. The only things worse were my easel and
Hello?
canvas. My easel had proven too long and too thick to strap to the cross frame without it interfering with my ability to steer, or having it rub against my tires. The only solution had been To tie it carefully across my shoulders with some rope, but this only served as an added grievance, as my shoulder blades were pulled back rigidly by my yoke. My canvas, meanwhile, was tucked under my arm, and by the time I arrived at Miss Lawrence's driveway, my muscle burned like acid.
All right. Halwani, I
Yes,
counted only two words, okay? Two words that had R's in them the whole time, okay? Where you rolled it just a little bit, okay? That was awesome.
thank you.
Really, really good. Okay, especially from where you had started. Okay, where the R was the hardest thing for you to get control of, but your R's are sounding awesome. Okay, good job, man. All right, so let's talk about the two words. Okay. All right, so first word is going to be brushes. All right, and that's with a BR. If I can find that stupid word, here we go. So brushes. Try that. Brushes.
Brushes,
Good. One more time. Brushes.
brushes,
Okay. Give me a good R. That time you rolled it. Brushes.
brushes,
Excellent. Okay, so we're going to say a box of paints and brushes hung lazily from my bicycle.
a bag of paints and brushes hung lazily from my bicycle.
Super. That was great. Okay. Next word is the word rub. Okay. Here you had rolled that R saying rub. Okay.
Rub,
So, yeah, give me a good R. Rub.
rub,
Excellent. Okay. So here we're going to say with my ability to steer or having it rub against my tires.
with my ability to steer or having it rub against my tires.
Good. Nice job. Okay. So, Hadwani, the next thing that I want to work with you on are going to be ED sounds. Okay. So I don't want you to lose focus on your R's. Okay. Keep focusing on your R sounds and working on those as you progress and say them better and better and better. Okay. Until you're at 100% and you're nailing all of your R sounds. So keep working on that. But we're going to shift focus onto ED sounds. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing an ED lesson, okay, and that's what we're going to start working on going from here on out, starting to improve that, okay, because we had a few that we needed to work on. So for example, let me point a couple out to you, okay. So for example, this word here, that ED, that word would not be pronounced pulled, but it would be pronounced pulled.
Fold,
Yeah, with that D sound, okay? And this word here would not be pronounced served, okay? It's pronounced served,
serve,
okay? So we're gonna practice, start practicing those ED sounds, okay? Because your R sounds are doing so much better, okay? And start working on those, okay?
okay,
Awesome, man!
thank you,
Congratulations, that was great.
thank you.
Okay, let's go to my next reader. This is Hanan.
Yes. But sure enough, I finally came to stand there, straddled over my bicycle with my feet in dust that would soon be turned to mud. Before me, about 250 yards away, stood the small, white cottage standing its century atop the bluff, turning a bluish hue in the flight of the oncoming storm. This light alone had made the whole ordeal of my ride up there instantly worthwhile. I had half a mind to set up my easel and paint the scene then and there had I I not let my professionalism get the better of me. I had said I would be there that morning, and it would be dreadfully embarrassing should Miss Lawrence emerge from the cottage only to find me painting a scene instead of her. If I had done that, I'd have had to have bought another canvas, which of course I couldn't afford. Thought with that I know now. I know now. I'm sure she should not have minded. So
Okay, and the
I
next,
this
yep, and the next paragraph.
okay. I
Yeah,
complete.
continue, please. Sorry.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So I dismounted and wheeled my bicycle with one hand, carrying my canvas with the other down the seemingly ever lengthening path that ran through the many salt bushes towards the weatherboard house, leaning it up against the wall when I reached the front door. It was only as I arrived at a place so close to the house and I saw that it was not the light that gave the house its bluish tinge, but rather its paint. Nonetheless, I could feel the beginnings of rain. So with my bicycle under cover, I made my way through the already open front door.
All right, excellent job. Very good reading. Okay, let's practice some words together. Okay, first off is the word arrived. Arrived.
Mm-hmm.
Let me have you. There you go. One more time. Arrived.
Arrived.
Good. Yeah. Here you had said arrived. Okay. Just remember with that ed ending, and if the word ends with a v sound, that d sounds like that ed sounds only like a d. Okay. Mm-hmm. Now your r's for the most part sounded very good. Okay. I noticed one word. The word was ran. That's when you rolled that r. You had said that ran through. Okay. So we're going to practice. This word path that ran through the many salt bushes. Okay, go ahead and repeat that, please.
Path that ran through the many salt bushes.
Good, good, much better with that R sound. Now, this word may be a new word for you. The word is seemingly. Seemingly.
Seemingly.
Okay. Good. Yeah. So E-E-L. So that double E, that I right here, and the L at the end are all going to have that same E sound. Seemingly. Seemingly.
Seemingly.
Good. Good. Nice job. Okay. Now this word here, instead of saying cottage, okay, we say cottage. Cottage.
Okay. Cottage.
Good. And that double T was going to sound like a D sound. Cottage. Cottage.
Cottage. Cottage.
Excellent. Mm-hmm. Yeah, nice. Okay. And let's see. Okay, so we had a couple of really big words, and I want you pronounce them quite well. I just want to shore them up a little bit more. Okay. So this word here is embarrassing.
Embarrassing.
Nice, okay. And this word here is professionalism.
Professionalism.
Yeah, one more time. Our accent's going to be right on this E, okay? Professionalism.
Professionalism.
Excellent job. Okay, one last word. Where did you go? Top. Okay, the word is half. And made up half. Or am I, did I hear, I think I may have heard something. I thought I heard the word half. You know what, I think
the second paragraph, I think, the second line, second paragraph, I found difficult ever.
Oh, ever lengthening?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, try that.
Lengthening.
Ever lengthening.
Lengthening, yes.
Okay, now the trick to this word is that we do not pronounce that G. Okay, we actually pronounce the word like this. We say lank, okay,
Link.
with an A and a K sound. Lengthening. Lengthening.
Lengthening. Good.
Perfect. Ever lengthening. That's how we say that word. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Super. Yeah, and I think I heard something. But yeah, everything else sounded great. Nice job, Hanan.
Thank you.
Okay.
Even I wasn't ready when you called me.
Oh, what's that?
I wasn't ready when you called me for reading.
Yes, but you did very good. You did very good. No worries. Let's go to Isabel. Did you get your microphone working? Okay, I don't think so. Let's go to Juan.
Can I speak?
Juan, let me have you read the next 2 paragraphs, please.
Okay. There's a lot of noise here.
Okay, I'll try and hear you as best I can then.
Okay. From where I must?
I must admit, yes.
Okay. I must admit that I was more than a little nervous, and not only about it being my first paid commission, but also about meeting Miss Lawrence herself. As I have already mentioned, I knew very little about her. I did know that she was a poet who had had numerous anthologies published, a few of which had received much critical acclaim. While I hadn't read any myself, I had heard her names separately from her mother commissioning me, though I confess I could not remember from whom or where. All else about her was left to the purest of speculation. I don't know, not even tainted by stories or hearsay. Had I not asked after her specifically whilst I was in the village and jogged a memory or two, I suspect she would have never crossed any of the minds of those in the town that day. She was practically a ghost, not as present as the living, but more present than the dead. Okay. As I entered the house, I found the room immediately within dark and mostly empty, apart from a large sofa covered in heavy Persian rugs and a small bookshelf. A few books and teacups were littered around the place, and I could only just make them out in the light seeping through the gaps in the 2 doors open in opposite corners of the room.
Okay, excellent job. Very, very good pronunciations. Let's practice some words together, okay?
Okay.
All right, this word here is good job with that double T, okay? But we want to end it with that ed ending. The word is littered.
What part? Littered?
Yeah, littered.
Like with a D?
Yes, so that double T is going to be a D sound.
Littered.
And the ed ending, yeah, littered.
Littered.
Okay, instead of using the Spanish I and saying littered, you want to say li, using a short I, littered.
Leather, I don't know, leather?
Yeah, littered. Okay, so here's the difference. Okay, so here's the difference. For example, when you pronounce your I's, okay, so if we take a look at the word his, for example, okay, if you were to use a Spanish I, you would say he's. Okay, that's a Spanish I sound. He's. Okay, short I is his. Okay, so on that word you were saying leadered with a li sound, saying li. Okay,
Leadered.
instead of li, it is littered.
Leathered.
There you go. That's it. Okay.
Can I speak?
Okay, I'm going to only do one more word with you because I can barely hear myself. Okay, so this next word here. This next word is speculation.
Speculation.
Yeah, when you read the word speculation, you said a speculation. Okay, you did that twice on specific and on speculation. Okay, but other times you did not. Your S's were great. Okay, but it was just on those two words. So it may be with an SP where you might run into an issue saying S speculation or S specifically. Okay, so watch your S sounds there. And one other word for you. Okay, the word is numerous. So at the very beginning here.
Numerous.
Okay, that is. Yeah, there you go. Numerous.
Numerous, speculation, and leathered.
Good. So the accent on this word is actually at the beginning. So instead of saying numerous and adding the accent here, okay, the word is numerous.
Numerous.
Good. That's it. Excellent. All right. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Rishi.
Yeah. Can I speak, sir?
Yes. So one thing, Rishi. Please wait until I'm done explaining some things to the person that I'm working with. Okay. But that's okay. Go ahead. What's going on, man?
Sam, I want to read next.
You can't. You have to wait until I go through the whole line.
Okay. No problem, sir. I didn't knew that.
Okay, yeah, I go one person at a time down the line. Sometimes I start on the left-hand side. Sometimes I start on the right hand. Okay?
I don't know the rules. Sorry, sir.
It's okay. No worries. No worries. Let's go to Man. Man, is your microphone working?
Hello?
Yeah, Man, are you able to read right now?
Yes.
Okay. Let me have you read this this next line and paragraph, starting with that was when I saw her.
Okay. Sorry.
Man, have you been following along?
Yes.
Okay.
When I saw her through the door, she sat at the desk in the back room of cottage, which was quite long and narrow, stretching out along to the length of the back of the house. The far end of the room was kitchen with a waist-high punch top running around the walled edges. The near end, as the desk suggests, was being used as a study. The three exterior walls were mostly made up by 3-foot square windows, each separate by perhaps half an inch of framing. This allowed for as much of view as possible out over the ocean, and the storm still rolling in over it, and the first raindrops still marking themselves on glass. The nearer study end of the room was quite bare, apart from stack of paper, the beautiful old writing desk, the small leather seat, the small leather seat sit in front of it, and of course it is occupant. All of this detail around the room I noticed much later, because in the moment my attention was demanded by the gold bangle sitting just above the elbow of the right arm of Miss Olivia Lawrence.
Okay. Nice job. Your R sounds and D sounds and T sounds are sounding really good. I did notice there I had 3 words where the ED ending was omitted, meaning that that you did not pronounce it at all. Okay, so I want to practice with you. Okay, so for example, this word you had said demand. Okay, the word is demanded. Please repeat that.
Demanded.
Good. One more time. Demanded.
Demanded.
Great. This word here, the word is separated.
Separated.
Good. One more time. Separated.
Separated.
Excellent. Okay. This word here is suggested.
Suggested.
Good. One more time. Suggested.
Suggested.
Excellent. Okay. Now those were the only 3 that I found. Any other ed endings that you had sounded great. Your R sounds were good. I do have a U sound in a word that I want to practice with you. This word is occupant. Occupant. Try that.
Occupant.
Good. One more time. Occupant.
Occupant.
Good. Okay. Last thing I want to practice is actually a phrase with you, and it's marking themselves. Okay. So we're gonna read from the first raindrops, still marking themselves on the glass. Okay. Go ahead and read that, please.
The first raindrops still marking themselves on the glass.
Okay, much better reading through that. Okay, Mon, excellent reading. Yeah, pay attention to those ed endings. Okay, and everything else is golden.
No me funciona de ponerlo del script este.
Thank you.
Nice job, Mon. Very good.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go to Marina.
Yes.
All right, Marina. Let's see. Let me have you read this next paragraph here, please.
Yes. Wait.
Or next 2 paragraphs. Starting with, she was writing furiously.
Okay. She was writing furiously as she sat at the desk. Her short brown hair was still damp from what I could only presume to have been her morning shower. I sat messily on her head, thick and tight waist. All those looks together made roughly the shape of a hopeful gown as they came together to make a reserve bob. This particular hairstyle spoke a slender and
¿Me das algo, no me ves?
which has a few remaining drops of water. Curiously, it was this detail that caused me to finally notice that she was, in fact, still entirely nude. Her towel, which at one point must have been wrapped around her, now draped itself quite loosely around her hips and almost threatened to drown off onto the floor at any moment. She was both very curious to me and very beautiful. 2 dimples sticking either side on her spine and just above her pelvis shuddered away as she grew on. The nib of her pen against the paper scratching and scrawling away, making the muscles on her back ripple and dance faintly in the 1,000-minute efforts.
Okay, all right. Thank you for reading. Let's go over some words here, Marina. Okay. First off, let's see here. Now this word is pronounced muscles. So that C is actually silent. The word is muscles. Try that.
Muscles.
Good. One more time. Muscles.
Muscles.
Great. Okay. Now this word here is scrawling. Okay, the W in this word would not be pronounced. Okay, so we would not pronounce an oo sound there. We would just say scraw, scrawling. Please repeat that.
Scrolling.
Excellent. Now, I have two words that are closely related to each other because they have to do with writing. Okay, it is the word wrote as well as writing. Now, as you notice, there is a W at the beginning of these words, but in both words, that W is silent. Okay, so the word, instead of saying writing, okay, the word is writing, writing, and wrote. Let me have you repeat these words. Writing and wrote.
Writing and wrote.
Good. Yes, so we do not pronounce that W. So it is silent there, okay? Now, a tricky word here. This is, this is sort of a big word. The word is threatened. Threatened. Try that, please.
Threat.
Sorry. Yes, it would be threatened. Sorry, let me pronounce that T for you. Threatened.
Threatened.
Okay, so when we pronounce this word, we want to end with a D sound, saying threatened. Threatened.
Threatened.
Good. One more time. Threatened.
Threatened.
Excellent. Okay. Now, these next two words, okay, I want to practice with you. I want to practice the short I sound. So instead of saying this particular, okay, we want to practice the short I. So instead of using a Spanish I, we want to say this particular. Okay, so this particular. Try that, please.
This particular.
Good. Much better. Very good. Okay, and one last word for you. The word is hooped. Okay, so this double O makes an oo sound. Hooped. Please repeat that.
Hoop.
Good. One more time. Hooped.
Hoop.
Good. Yeah, and here we actually end with a T sound. When we add an ED after a P, okay, that ED makes a T sound. So we say hooped, hooped. Okay, give me a T. Give me a T. Hooped.
Hooped.
There you go. One more time. Hooped.
Hooped.
Okay, good, good. So that the ED sounds are a little tricky at times. Okay, but good job, good work. Okay, thank you very much. Let's see. Let's go to Rishi. Rishi, how are you?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, man. Let's do this, and then I'll go to Rami that just barely came in. Okay. So Rishi, let me have you read the next two paragraphs, please.
Yes, sir. Which one, sir? From where?
Starting with, but I had forgotten myself.
Yeah. But I have forgotten myself all at once. I realized that I had got yet made myself known. And yet, even though I could not bring myself to do so silently, I have bereaved myself for forgetting to speak up. Sooner, I remember my favorite of lecture from art college had told me to be always observing. And I certainly remembering taking that advice to heart. So perhaps that was a cause of my indiscretion. However, I cannot remember the particulars of my thoughts at the time, and so I am left only to speculate.
Okay, keep going on to the next paragraph, please.
Suddenly, and to my partial horror, Miss Lawrence stopped writing and put her pen away. I was cornered. Is it cornered?
It would be cornered with the accent at the beginning.
Okay. I had half a mind to creep back into the main room and try my entry again, as thought I had never come inside. But she was no longer writing, and would surely hear my footsteps and see me through the mostly open door. The waves rumbling away would not provide enough cover. There was nothing else for it.
Okay, just till there. Thank you very much. So there's a couple sounds that I'd like to practice with you, okay, Rishi? First
Yes,
off, the W sounds. Now, I understand that a W sound is very difficult for someone from India to pronounce, okay?
Yes.
But I'm going to give you a trick, all right? So when you see a word that starts with a W, I do not want you to read that as a W. I want you to change your thinking about what that W is, okay? And start off with an U sound. So when you read the word, you said waves, okay? Pronouncing that W as a V, saying waves, all right? The W starts with an U sound, okay? So we want to say U aves, U aves. Try that, please.
Waves.
Try that one. With the V, waves, waves.
Waves.
Good, good. Okay. Now our next word that we had was away, away. Try that.
Away, away.
Good. Now let's try this sentence. You're able to pronounce those very well, but when you read them, you pronounce them as V's. So it's this last sentence here. We're going to say, the waves rumbling away would not provide enough cover. Try that, please.
So I can't see the sentences written on my screen.
Okay. Do you have the link? Do you have the link?
Not clear. It is not clear, sir.
Okay. Let me copy this real quick, and I'll put it in the chat box for you. Okay. Give me 1 second.
Thank you, sir.
All right. There it is. Okay. I put it in the chat box. Go ahead and read that sentence.
Sir, I can't see it, sir.
Okay. It's in the chat box.
Yeah, I know where is chat box, but sir, I can't see it. There's nothing from you.
It's because you're in the wrong chat box.
Okay.
Here we go. So here it is. There it is for you. Go ahead.
I know. The waves rumbling away will not provide enough cover.
Okay, so waves was good. Away, you still pronounced a V sound. Okay, so the waves rumbling away. Would.
Okay.
Okay, try it one more time.
The waves rumbling away will not provide enough cover.
Good, much better. Okay, so whenever you have those words that start with a W, okay, you want to pronounce an U sound. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's practice a couple other words. Okay. This word here is speculate. Speculate.
So what is the meaning of speculate?
Speculate would be to hypothesize or to guess.
What?
To guess. It's to make a guess.
Okay. Speculate means to guess.
Yes, to speculate.
Like I speculated that you are a Canadian. I guess
exactly.
That okay.
Yes, you could say I speculate that you might be a Canadian.
Okay. Yeah, I got. Speculate means.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. What I have to do, sir?
All right. Go ahead and repeat that word. Speculate. Speculate.
Speculate.
Good. Okay. Let's try the word particulars. Particulars.
Where is it? So where is it? Particulars.
Yeah, one more time. Particulars.
Particulars.
Good. Much better with that U sound. Okay.
Yes,
all right.
sir.
Very good. Rishi, keep practicing your W sounds and your U sounds as you read through in English. Okay. Very good job.
Excuse me, sir. How was my fluency in English?
It was pretty good. Okay. There's some things that you can work on with your tongue positioning, but that'll take some time to get used to.
Excuse me, sir.
Okay.
I just want to ask you one thing.
Sure.
Sir, do you know what are jargons?
I do know what are jargons. Yes.
Sir, actually, sir, I want to learn jargon. So, do I need to mug up all of them, or do I need to understand them?
you can learn them. Okay. You can try and understand them. Those are going to be some of the most difficult parts of English, learning jargon or the what I call street language. Okay.
So, sir,
But you can.
Yeah. So do you have you learned all of them, or you understand it?
I know a lot of them. Yes.
You learned.
Yes. Yeah, just from growing up in the culture. Just the same thing with in your culture. You have a lot of words that have double meanings. Okay, things like that where you just know what they mean. Probably a lot of them that you use yourself. Okay, every language has them. Okay.
Sir, I want to ask you how we pronounce G-A-U-C-H-E, gotch.
Gotcha.
G-A-U-C-H-E.
Okay, it would end with a gotcha.
Can you see it on the chat box?
Yes, it's this word here, gotcha.
Yeah, gotcha.
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 Oh, that word, gouch?
Gouch.
Gouch? Yeah, I have no clue what that means. Okay. It's not a very familiar word. But Rishi, class time is over. Okay, so thank you everybody for coming to class this hour. I'll be taking a break for about 4 hours, and I'll be back tonight doing some more beginning classes as well as, so we'll be doing some pronunciation as well as some vocabulary words and things like that. Okay. All right, you guys. Thank you for coming to class. We'll see ya. Take care.
Thank
Bye.
you. Take care. Bye bye.
Right, sir.
Yeah.